welcome to Mic'd Up Magic with Austin and Katelyn. You are listening to episode 11, Disney Hot Takes, where we will be reacting to your Disney hot takes. We hope you enjoy.
Let's do this.
What a quick little intro we had there today.
Quick and snappy.
Quick and easy.
I feel like we always record these at the exact time every single time.
Do you think so? Like 1:50
Like I think
p.m.
we're like
on a Sunday?
an hour later, maybe, but it's like always like just after lunch, I think on.
Yeah, because we never
Sunday.
actually have lunch, and then we're like, after we're done, we're like, oh, we're so hungry.
Yep.
Okay, fair. Nice. Well, that's fun. It's a little behind the scenes knowledge bit for y'all.
Yeah.
For y'all.
For all y'all.
For y'all. Oh, drama. I didn't grab Disney news today.
That's what before we started recording, I said, this one's all you, because this was we put up, well, I say we, it was you, but you put up the question for all of our reactions this morning. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really even know like what the plan was. I
told Austin, I said, don't look at them because I want honest, raw reactions to what some of your guys' hot takes was. So
yeah. And so when I was saying that,
you were also referencing
I was
Disney
also
news.
Alluding to the fact that you will need to bring some Disney news.
Okay, well, I can kind of come up with some on the spot that I've just been thinking of, but nothing crazy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we are going to chit chat. So like Austin said, so what I did was this morning on our podcast Instagram, which if you are not following, follow along because then you get to participate in stuff like this. But I posted on our podcast Instagram this morning for you guys to submit your Disney hot takes, things that you think about Disney World, land, movies, music, whatever, and we are going to react to them. So that is the plan for today. So again, if you're not following along on Instagram, it is at Mic'd Up Magic Podcast, so you can participate in future viewer submitted type of episodes is what I meant to say.
Yeah,
that was the right word.
Yep.
But yeah, so we posted that this morning. We got some replies, and we are going to share them with you guys. And then we're just going to kind of chit chat, give you our opinions, and yeah, hopefully you can't hear the ATVs in our recordings.
What is going on out there? This is like chaos.
Yeah, but yeah.
So Disney news. You said you had a couple things.
Okay, the only things that I really can talk about is that Tiana's opens to the public this week.
The end of this week, right?
That you're listening to this, yeah. 28th, I think, is the day.
That's what Brandon said.
Yeah, that's what Brandon said. So 28th of June, I believe, is the day that Tiana's opens. They've already been having, what?
Just like wobbled the whole camera.
Oh, did I? Sorry. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so this is the day that it opens, and we're excited. We will be hopefully riding it in the near future. But they already did the cast member previews, which went fairly smooth, I think. Mm-hmm. The cast member the annual pass holder previews have been happening currently, and I have seen online a lot of people are upset with how they did it.
Oh, wow.
Because basically what they did was they let you have the opportunity to get a pass holder preview, but you only guaranteed it on the morning of or something.
I thought you meant they were disappointed about the ride. And I was like, oh, no.
I haven't seen anything about that.
Okay.
I've been avoiding all spoilers.
Yeah, same.
But yeah,
just how they ran
how they did the pass holder preview this time. So I guess what happened is like some people aren't even guaranteed. So some people went and booked a trip, to hopefully ride it, and they weren't able to get their pass holder preview, which would be pretty sucky if you ask me. But
sucks to suck.
It happens, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so that is a news tidbit I have. That's about it.
That's about it, eh?
Do you have any other things that have popped into your brain?
I was going to say that we went to see Inside Out 2.
Oh, yeah, sure. We can talk about that quickly.
Which was fantastic.
We saw it on opening night, so we saw it the Thursday. Like, it came out on a Friday, but we saw it the Thursday night. We loved it. Yeah.
Like, I thought it was very good. I liked all the new emotions. Everyone kind of ended up gelling well in the story.
Yep.
And it all, like, you've said this a bunch of times to, like, anyone we've talked about this movie to, but it's such a natural sequel to make.
Yeah.
Like, you get into Toy Story 4 and 5 and all these like
Yeah,
crazy sequels where it's like they're just doing it to do it.
Yeah, come up with new storylines and new things to do.
Yeah, where like this one was very straightforward. Like obviously Riley was going to grow up and obviously emotions are going to get more complex. And so it was a very smooth, easy, it felt very natural of them to take it the way they did.
Yeah.
And I think they did a really good job.
And we even liked it so much that it was funny. We were sitting on the couch like last week and Austin said, honestly, I'd go see it again in theaters. And we were heavily debating on going to see it in theaters, but we just said we don't need to spend the money. But yeah, we definitely it was definitely very good. Definitely a must watch. Also, it has done so well.
Yes.
In like the
box
money,
office.
Value. It's like the highest grossing movie of the year or something.
Yeah,
which is insane. Like.
Yeah, no, it's really good to see, especially because how negative everything has kind of been the last year or two with movie releases.
Making money on
in
movie
theater
releases.
movies. So it's really nice to see how well this one did.
Yeah,
but it just shows like you make a good movie and people are going to go watch it.
Exactly.
I don't like. Have you seen any negative pushback on it?
I've seen a couple, but they were in a polite way to say it, they were kind of a little bit of a stretch on the takes that people were taking on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like a very niche, I think, community
group of people
that would make comments about it. But
yeah, no, I thought it was great.
Mm-hmm. And as somebody who has anxiety, I think they did a fantastic job at showcasing it in the movie.
Yeah, we were talking the other day, and you had a tough day, and you said that your anxiety was making the tornado and nobody was pushing through for a couple hours there. You were struggling.
Yeah. That's kind of a spoiler, but.
Well, not really.
I guess.
But anyways, so no, they did a good job at kind of explaining how, how it is when you grow up.
Yeah.
And how complex things get. But
so sweet. I loved it. I thought it was so good.
Yep.
All right, let's get into some of these hot takes because I feel like not that we are going to be here a long time, but there's some pretty good ones in here, pretty juicy ones.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a few, I think, just because I've slowly kind of been scrolling through them. There's a few that are like duplicates, so I will still read them all just to kind of share, but like I'll try my best to filter them also.
Yeah.
Do you want? Oh, sorry.
I was going to say I'll pop them up on screen, and then. It'll have like the.
Oh, I was gonna keep it anonymous because I feel like some people might not want to get shamed for the thoughts that they had.
Okay,
I was gonna keep you guys in the dark.
I will not expose you guys.
The only person that will know is me.
I would have exposed you, but
I'm nice. I'm not gonna expose you guys. I like you guys too much. Okay, so. Oh, I was going to say, what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, do you want me to just read them or do you want to like pass the phone back and forth?
Oh, you can. It's fine. You can do it. Because we're going to talk about them anyways. It's not like it's like a point.
Cool. All right. Let's get into it. All right. This is just quite literally in the order that they came in. I'm actually going to go into the messages first because a couple people like sent messages. Okay. Disney Channel original hot take is that High School Musical 3 is the best and High School Musical 2 is the worst. This is 1000% true. This is my opinion as well. Mm-hmm. My ranking goes 3, 1, 2.
Yeah.
But apparently it is a hot take because
really?
I've said it before and people have been like, number 2 is the best.
2 is the one when they're at that stupid
the golf course.
Yeah, no, that one sucks.
No, it's trash. And like the music's not good. All their outfits look whack. They look weird.
Yeah,
people are weird.
No, that's definitely the worst one.
They have like 2 good songs on that track. That's it.
I think like 1 and 3 are kind of whatever. You could pick either one as the favorite, but
I love the nostalgia of number 3. Yeah, so
no, that's an easy one. 100% agree with that.
Yep, definitely.
No question.
Definitely. Okay, next one. Haunted Mansion is overrated.
That's such a bad take.
No, okay, you can't.
I'm gonna
tell somebody it's their take.
Their take. They're allowed.
We can say we agree or disagree, but you can't say that's a bad take.
Oh, it is bad.
Subjectively, for them, it's not a bad take. It's a hot take. That's the point of the episode.
No, it is. But let me just.
This episode is going to get heated.
Yeah, let me just preface the rest of this episode. I will take all of these personally, and I will say. Like, that is a bad take. I don't mean like you shouldn't have
Don't
that.
take
Whatever, you
offense.
know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna say that if I disagree with that take, because that's just the way I'm gonna vocalize it. But
Okay.
I strongly disagree with that.
I would say I agree that you think this is a hot take because it is a hot take. Like for this person to submit
Oh
it.
yeah,
Like
great one.
Yeah, this is a very hot take because I don't agree with you at all.
No.
No.
Like I don't even think. Like I would even say it's almost underrated.
I would agree. Like I think they make a lot of merch, and I think maybe that's when people think it might be overrated. But
And
like it's freaking good, man. I don't know.
and I mean I guess like they made 2 movies on it, but whatever. But like
well, they were both good movies.
yeah, and yeah, I don't know, man. Like I think if you're thinking top rides at parks, like a lot of people are gonna skip over Haunted Mansion for like Splash or Tiana's, or if you like Roller Coaster Tron, or Mine Train, like. I don't know, but I feel like that's like one of the best rides.
Yeah, like for dark rides specifically, that is probably the best dark ride. Yeah, I know. I think it's a hot take.
And like inside, like all the different rooms are so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's so interesting. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. You're gonna think what you're gonna think.
Hey, that might be the best hot take.
That was a pretty good one.
We started it all.
Let's keep a. We'll keep a tally in the back of our minds, and
which one was
say which one I think is the best. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This next one, Millennium Falcon, is an average ride, a 6 out of 10 at best.
Facts.
Truthfully, I agree. I think.
Yeah, that's facts.
I think if you are not the pilot, like it's whatever.
If you're not the pilot, or if you're not with 4 of your friends or 5 of your, like if you don't have a full party.
Yeah. If it's not your whole, if your ship isn't, if your crew isn't all friends, it's not.
Because I think if that is the case, or if you are the pilot, I think it's probably a 7, maybe pushing like 8 would be very generous, I think.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. It's real. Like, I think the queue and the fact of the Millennium Falcon being outside and
just the premise of it that you're flying in the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, and the pre-show with Hondo and the preloading when you're in like the cabin of the Millennium Falcon. I think like that's like the coolest part of the ride, to be honest.
For sure. I agree. I could probably walk through it, do the whole thing, and then just like leave before even flying. And I'd be like, that's satisfying.
Yeah.
It could be like a Swiss Family Robinson where you just walk through.
Yeah. You walk through and you can just pull the lever to go to light speed and then you just leave.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. You're gonna know who this one's from.
Oh God. Can I say it? That the Lunchbox tarts are trash from Woody's Lunchbox.
The actual quote is Lunchbox tarts ... Need I say more at Aussie.
Thank you, Brianna, for participating in our episode. They're not the best snack, but they're not trash.
Yeah, I don't think they're trash. I think they're good. I don't think they're overhyped. I think they are perfectly hyped because I think when people say they're good, they don't say these are the best pastry I have ever eaten in my life. If people were saying that, okay, yeah, that is overhyped. Like relax over there. But I think they're good. I get one every single trip.
And you're not disappointed.
No, you're not. And okay, fine. You like the crust isn't has any filling or have any like whatever.
Yeah, but that's what a Pop-Tart is, man.
Yeah, just eat around don't eat the crust. That's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So I don't like again, we're not saying that they're the best, but they're good.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
So I do think that's a hot take saying that they're trash. Because
she didn't say they're trash. She said Lunchbox tarts ... Need I say more?
She's saying they're trash.
So yeah, that's fair. Okay.
But to each their own.
To each their own, right? To each their own.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this next one. Frozen 2 is greater than Frozen 1. I don't know how hot this is, but it's true.
I don't know. I'm not mad either way.
I feel like I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I agree with the take. Like, I think Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1. But I think that, I feel like Frozen 1 got way more hype than Frozen 2 did.
Yeah, because it's new and,
Yeah. But I mean, Frozen 2 should have gotten the same kind of hype, I feel. But I don't think it did.
Yeah, no, that's
because of Let It Go.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there was like that Frozen fatigue, and then the second one comes out, and everyone likes it.
Yeah.
But then it's like you're already kind of still recovering from that Frozen fatigue, so then it just kind of goes away faster. But so no, I don't think that's. I wouldn't say that's like a super hot take. Because
I'd say it's a mild take.
Yeah, like
a medium take.
I would agree either way. If someone said Frozen 1's better than Frozen 2 or Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1, I think I'd feel the same about it. Like,
oh, really?
I could go either way.
If somebody was to say to me, I think Frozen is better than Frozen 2, I would say I disagree.
Yeah, fair.
So
I think they're close. So
that's my take. All right, next one. Little Mermaid live action is better than the original.
Gasp.
That is a hot take, I think.
That's pretty hot.
I don't think I could say it's better because I grew up with the first one and I love the original. However, I love the live action as well. Like, I think the live action is so good. I thought they did a phenomenal job at it.
I would disagree. Like, I just don't think that's true.
You don't think the live action is better?
Do you
think it's good, close?
No. I think it's like good.
Really?
I wouldn't say it's great or like really, really good. But it's just like
Beauty and the Beast?
Good.
I like Beauty and the Beast. Live action better
I like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, you're a loser.
Yeah. But no, like, yeah. I do. That's
your take?
I think that's a hot take. I'd give that.
I'm gonna call this one out because it's our sister. It's your sister.
Okay.
She's the one that said that.
Got it.
Yeah. So. Anyway.
Yeah, I just don't agree.
Don't agree.
No.
Okay. Stitch is way overrated, and Encanto is pretty mid compared to Frozen and The Lion King. Okay, let's break this up.
Break this down.
Stitch is way overrated.
Facts.
No.
Stitch is.
I don't think.
Stitch is way overrated. I love Stitch, but they do Stitch on everything.
Stitch is like his own identity. Stitch, in my opinion, Stitch is the equivalent in America as Duffy is in Asia.
Which is ridiculous.
But Duffy doesn't even have he doesn't have shows.
He doesn't have
Mickey's
movies. Teddy bear.
Yeah, that Minnie made for him.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I don't know. I think they do a lot with Stitch, and I don't care. Like when they do the Stitch
greatest
eats, whatever.
Yeah, they have like the ride, and then they have.
They don't have a ride
they used
anymore.
to have. I know, but they had a ride, and they do like.
All
every year they do like a monthly thing of Stitch, whether it's pins or plushes or this or that. Like, holy, why Stitch?
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, I like Stitch. Yeah. No problems at all with Stitch. But
I'm just
I don't need Stitch everything.
Yeah, I'm looking over at my pin board that has all different attractions, and Stitch is on half of them.
Yeah, what?
Stitch on attraction.
What are we why? Again, no problem with Stitch. I like the movie Lilo and Stitch.
Movie is
great
amazing.
Movie, fantastic.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other fantastic movies. Why are we picking Stitch?
That's fair. Stitch, yeah. Well,
it's so weird.
I really wonder what. I wonder if Disney shoved Stitch down our throats, or if we asked for him to be shoved down our throats.
Not sure.
You know what I mean?
Not sure.
I don't know. Okay, and then her also said, Encanto is pretty mid compared to Frozen and The Lion King. I feel like that is such a I feel like those are three just so different movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to imagine when they came out, the hype that was involved in them.
So I'm gonna say that I agree with the Frozen. I think Frozen is better than Encanto.
Okay.
But
I think
trying to compare Lion King and Encanto is tough. I think that's really tough.
I think the reason that Encanto blew up was literally because of social media. Because the We Don't Talk About Bruno song blew up on TikTok.
True.
And then all these people who aren't normally like watching Disney movies are like, what's this song about? Like, let's watch it. And I think that's why it blew up and why it got so big. Yeah. I think it's a good movie. Like, I like Encanto. The first time I watched it though, I didn't love it. Like I was like, I'm like, I don't really get this. And then I watched it a second time and I liked it. But no, I would agree. I don't think it's better than either of them.
I just don't think I could compare it to Lion King because I think those are like there's just such different eras and like
I guess just
like it's just so different. Like I don't think I wouldn't like to compare them. So I don't really know about that part of the question or the statement, but that's fair. I do think that Frozen is better than Encanto for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say this one is a pretty popular hot take. Mm-hmm. A lot of people said this. Magic Kingdom is mid.
I think when you're talking about the parks and trying to rank them, you have to be more specific. Like if you're talking about Magic Kingdom rides or like then okay, or Magic Kingdom food, then I agree.
Everybody's saying is like Magic Kingdom is my least favorite park as an adult. Magic Kingdom is overrated. Yeah. Magic Kingdom is mid. Like it's Magic Kingdom as a whole. It's not rides. It's not food. It's not whatever. It's Magic Kingdom as a whole.
Well, I mean, I think Magic Kingdom is like a mid-tier park. Like I like it's 2 or 3. It's not 1, right? So it's mid-tier.
I think that we all say this because we are frequenters. I think that you have gone once. Magic Kingdom is like Disney.
Oh, 100%. For sure.
You know, so it's like, I feel like that's why it feels like it's a hot take because it's like, if you're brand new and you've never been, like that's the park you're picking.
Or you go once every 10 years or whatever.
Like that's the park you're going to go to because it has the castle and it has the princesses and it's like classic Disney.
Yep.
But I would agree that it's not the best. Like we've rated the parks multiple times and like it used to be my favorite, but like now again that we go so often, I'm like,
is it what 3?
I think it's number 3. Yeah. I think it's number 3 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I agree with that one.
Yeah. But a lot of people did say it. So
yeah, like I don't know if it's a hot take anymore per se, but I do agree that it is like a mid-tier park.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, like yeah. Okay, hot take. Infinity War greater than Endgame.
Ooh.
Infinity War was the first part, right?
Yep.
And then Endgame was the second part?
Yep. Ooh. See, that's hard because it's kind of part 1, part 2 situation.
So I think this person is saying that the first half was the
no,
second
I know
half
what they're
didn't
saying.
Match up to the first half.
No, I know, but yeah, that's a tough one.
I literally can't even remember them. Like I can't remember what specifically happens in each. I know that that's the midway point. Yeah. But I can't remember the little details that happened before the snap and then after the snap. I mean, obviously after the snap, everybody like they figured it out.
The first half, they all get back together basically, and then they're trying to secure Vision.
I think they get away with. I think Endgame gets away with being considered the better movie because there's so much like nostalgia in a way because
they all come together. And then Cap picks up the hammer and then Tony's there with the thing. And
there's a lot of like,
cool and moments. It's like the conclusion of it, right? So
yeah, maybe the build up in Infinity War makes it feel like it's better.
Yeah. But then it's like, that's the whole point, right?
But you like Endgame more.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brandon is gasping at this right now because I think Endgame is his favorite movie of like all time.
Yeah, like for me, I don't even think of them as like separate entities. Like I just think of it all as like one thing.
Yeah.
So that like it's tough for me. Like
okay.
I'll differentiate between the rest of the MCU movies because whether or not like how close the timelines are, they kind of feel separate.
Yeah.
At least like this is going on in this movie, that's going on in that movie, that's going on in that movie, right? And then they all kind of intertwine, which with Infinity War and Endgame, it's literally like start to finish. Like this is all one thing.
Yeah, like there's no time in between, like in the break between movies, like it just continues, does it not?
So
or is it 5 years later?
Well, it finishes with the snap.
Yeah.
And then Thanos goes and people are gone, and then like, so it's but nothing really happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the conclusion of Infinity War is the whole point of the start. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to differentiate between the two and to like split them up. So,
well, is this a hot take or what?
I feel like it is.
Okay.
I feel like it for sure is, because like I was saying earlier, like Endgame is the culmination of everything. Like it just has all those moments. So I think that it's definitely more memorable for a lot of people, because again, it's the end. You get all these big moments. So no, I think it is.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Next. There aren't enough perks to make staying on property worth it. And then in brackets, but I always will.
I think that's a hot take. I don't even care that they've taken away perks. I still think that's a hot take, because I think that being in the parks as early as possible makes it worth it.
There's another take in here that I think is an incredibly hot take, but it matches up with that one. But yeah, I think I still recommend people to stay on property if they can. Like, even though there's like lots of perks that you can't take anymore, I think it's still worth it. I think it makes it even more worth it, especially now if you're like to stay or to say deluxe too, because of the extra hours. But I know that's not possible for everybody. But
like, I just think that being able to get in that early theme park entry as a
also
resort
transportation.
Guest. Well,
transportation is huge.
Oh yeah, like
that is a huge cost. Like, if you think about how much it costs you to rent a car, you know,
or Uber every day, or
exactly. So it's like, take the cost of that, put it towards add it on to whatever you're paying for your offsite hotel. Like, you're probably spending the same amount of money to stay offsite and just pay for either a rental car or Uber every day than staying on site.
Or even if it is cheaper, like,
I don't think it is. I really don't think it is.
Okay, but let's say it's cheaper.
Let's say it is. Okay.
I still think like getting in the parks 30 minutes earlier, usually 45, because they let you in 10 minutes early, whatever, right? Yeah. Rope dropping, flight of passage, for example. You're not waiting in the 90-minute line.
Yeah.
You're waiting in a 20-minute line.
You're waiting at the entrance of the park, but I mean, whatever.
No, but what else are you going to be doing, right? Like, you're going to be either sleeping or right, like to get the most out of your park ticket. Yeah. I think being on property makes such a big difference.
I agree. Okay. If I leave a trip without riding Mine Train, I'm not tripping at all. I think that means like that she's like not doesn't matter. Yeah. I agree.
I agree.
But I do think that's a hot take, because I think a lot of people are like, that is one of the best rides in Magic Kingdom.
It's a fun ride. It's very fun.
Ride. Yeah, like if you had kids, I bet you it's a different kind of opinion. Like if you have young kids that can ride it, like I feel like Disney does a good job at being pretty good about having like the height requirements. I feel like kids get to ride a lot, but like I feel like it's one of those like good entry level roller coasters for kids. So it is fun. It's just like,
because if
you're sitting on the front car of Mine Train, you are literally like, this is a slow train. Like, this is not, it's not fun.
It's not exciting. I think it's fun.
Yeah,
I think it's fun.
Yeah, sorry, it's not exciting. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I do think that a ton of people would disagree with that, though.
Yeah, me too. Okay, sorry. Another Magic Kingdom's overrated. Magic Kingdom's my least favorite park. Oh, another one. Mine Train is not worth the lightning lane or the incredibly long wait time. Will only do it if I rope drop.
Yep. Or end of the night.
I agree. I also will say, I'll just add this in. I mean, I'm not supposed to be sharing my own hot takes, but I think lightning lanes aren't worth it.
Not at all. Like,
unless you're maybe buying one, like the odd one for like one ride.
Guardians is worth it.
Yeah. Like,
and Tiana's, I'm gonna just assume Tiana's will have. I'm gonna say that's worth it too. At least for the first while.
Yeah, as of right now, well, lines are probably gonna be long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree though. Mine Train is not worth a lightning lane. I'm sorry. Like, if let's say the lightning lane's $20, You're paying $20 just to ride Mine Train? No.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I'll rope drop or go at the end of the night before park close.
100%.
Because it's really cool at night when it's
100%.
dark.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Mickey pretzels are mid. I don't agree.
Ooh, Mickey pretzels are good. And
I love a Mickey pretzel. Okay, when you don't want to eat like a full meal and you're just like, I just need a little carb, a little something to pick me up, a Mickey pretzel hits every time.
Salty snack.
I have never had a Mickey pretzel and been like, dang,
Shouldn't
I wish I
Mickey
didn't
pretzel.
get that. I love a Mickey pretzel, so I don't agree.
Nope.
I think it is a hot take.
That's a hot take.
And I don't agree.
Yep.
Okay,
that one's up there on the list.
This one I think is actually the hottest take.
Oh, wow.
In my opinion.
Here we go.
Rope drop is overrated.
Oh my goodness.
Like I genuinely think that's a hot take. Here's my thing.
Okay.
Are you doing rope drop correctly?
This is exactly what I was going to say.
Because listen, I'm going to put our friends on blast.
100%.
Brandon and Heidi, when we went with them, we would say we're going to get there for rope drop. And we would arrive to the park.
Let's just do an example. At rope drop, park opens 8 a.m.
Okay, we would arrive to the park at 7:55. That's not how you rope drop.
No.
It's not how you rope drop. We showed them by the end of our trip. You need to be to the park
7:30.
an hour before.
7:30. Minimum.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I would even say, yeah, like
7:15.
the buses start running. I think buses start running 45 minutes before the park open. They're an hour before. As soon as the buses start running, you should be on the bus on your way over to the park. And yes, you are waiting outside of the park. However,
what else are you going to be doing?
Think of that hour that people are going to be arriving and getting in behind you. So you are already front in line. You are going to be first to flight of passage. And you will not stop in the flight of passage line until you are in the room where they connect you to your avatar.
Yeah.
You will not stop until that point.
No.
In that line. But if you're getting there 30 minutes after that, you will be waiting 30 to an hour.
Yeah. Which, if you're there 30 minutes before park open, look, you're going to wait half an hour, which is still a lot better than normal time.
Yeah, you're waiting half an hour, but then guess what? You're getting on Flight of Passage. You're getting done with Flight of Passage, likely, which is normally what happens, before the park is even technically open, because they normally open the park about 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
So you're normally done that ride. Literally when park opens, you're going to run over to Navi River, do Navi River, and then you're literally going to have the two most popular rides done and 20 minutes into park open.
And you're going to be walking out of Pandora when everyone else in the world is coming into Pandora.
Still running into Pandora to try and get in line for Flight of Passage.
Yeah, so I don't know who asked this or what their experiences have been like rope dropping, but you just have to get there earlier. Because
And if that is how you do it and you think it's still overrated, then all the power to you. Sleep in. I will not be.
Yeah.
I will always do rope drop. I will always do rope drop.
Yeah. Like for us.
And good for you for submitting a really hot take.
Yeah. Like for us, like we're not sleeping anyways while we're there. Like we're waking up super early.
We're going to bed at 2 a.m. and we're waking up at 5.
So like either way, like we're either just sitting in the hotel room waiting around, or we're gonna go stand in front of Magic Kingdom, Epcot Studios.
Yeah.
And like we're gonna go stand in front of the park and then be the first ones inside.
Yeah.
And like
you can sleep in the middle of the day when it's 100 degrees.
If you haven't done it where you have gone that early, like just give it a shot.
Try it.
Yeah, because the flow of your day changes so much.
It's insane. By 10 o'clock, like Animal Kingdom specifically, by 10 o'clock you will be done Animal Kingdom if you're not going at peak times.
Well, you'll be done. Like
the
main attractions that you're like, I have to do today. Yeah. And then you have time to
sit down
go
and
to
eat
Rafiki's
lunch.
Or have a nice lunch or
watch the bird show, watch Festival of the Lion
you
King.
get to do so many more smaller things that like you just will miss out on most of the time.
If you're waiting in hour-long lines.
If you're waiting in all these lines.
Yeah.
And so it makes the day just so nice. And then just like another point, if you decide that you want to go back to your hotel for a couple hours in the middle of the day, you don't feel bad at all because you got everything done in that park that you wanted to in the morning. You're not like, oh, like I really wish we would have got this done too.
Also call back to not agreeing with not staying on site. Like that's also a benefit right there that you can go back in the middle of your day and not take away a ton of time.
Yeah. So no, I think that's a super hot take.
I agree.
I would talk about this for like 30 minutes, like just keep going on about the perks of it. But I don't even, I'm not even going to say that your take is wrong. I'm just going to say that you haven't done it properly.
And you have a good hot take. It's because it's spicy and hot. I'm not going to call you out, but just so you know that this is you. You are the only person that said this. So you know it's you. Okay, next one. People Mover is the best Magic Kingdom ride.
That's a hot take.
That is a hot take.
I love People Mover, but that's a hot take.
Yeah, that's a hot take. I don't think it's the best at all. Like, it's a good ride and it's fun and we do it every time, multiple times, but I would not, I'm sorry. You're talking about a park that has, like...
Tiana's, Splash.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Tron.
Like, Splash, Big Thunder Mountain, you have...
Tron.
Pirates, you have Tron, you have, even
Peter
Mine
Pan.
Train people think is better.
Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Small World.
Space Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't agree.
Haunted Mansion.
I don't agree.
See how we didn't even bring up Haunted Mansion for so long? There's no way it's overrated. Underrated attraction.
Okay. And then, okay, I gotta say, again, I'm not calling you out, but so Rope Drop is overrated, People Mover is the best, and then this next one are all by the same person. You genuinely have the hottest takes, I will say. Watching Happily Ever After from one of the hotels is the best way. I disagree.
Ooh.
Because the projections, that is 90, in my opinion, that is 90% of the experience of watching Happily Ever After. If you were to say watching them from a hotel of like Enchantment or even Wishes at the time, like, yeah, it's pretty fun watching them from somewhere else, but Happily Ever After specifically, like I know you have a way about like Ohana, but
I love watching it from the Poly Beach, but if you give me a choice, I'm standing right in that hub area and looking at those projections.
Yeah. So I think you had the hottest takes, my friend.
Yep.
Okay. You're gonna know who said this.
Okay.
Enchantment is better than Happily Ever After.
Oh.
This is a hot take, in my opinion.
Super hot.
I think in a lot of people's opinion, it's hot.
Or we just don't know the mood and we're just off.
What do you mean?
Maybe they're right and we're wrong.
No. No, Happily Ever After is definitely better than Enchantment.
Better song,
better like
everything.
Yeah, visuals, better fireworks.
Yeah, I'm going to entertain this one.
Yeah. Sorry, Brandon. Calling you out, buddy. All right. Epcot has the worst collection of rides at any of the parks. Okay, let's think of this. Collection of rides.
Oh.
The worst collection of rides.
Like
probably. They have Guardians and they have Frozen. Those are like the two top tier attractions. They have Remy's, which people aren't really a fan of. They have Figment. They have Nemo. They have Spaceship Earth. They have Test Track. And any other one I'm thinking of or that I can't think of is obviously whatever.
No, that's true.
So I think
they have the
best ride, but then they have no other like mid rides to match up to it.
I think when we were rating parks, we talked about this. I think I mentioned how they have the best ride, but it's the worst park for rides.
Yeah. It's the worst park in general.
But they have the best ride on property. So it's like, how do you...
But that was smart of them to do.
Yeah, like how do you...
Pulls people.
How do you rank that properly? Like it's tough.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I think that a lot of people would say it's a hot take just because Guardians is so good. But...
Spaceship Earth, the ride needs to go ASAP.
Oh, get out of here.
You think
you
that's
probably agree.
I agree with that.
Oh,
I don't like Spaceship Earth.
why?
I don't know. I don't like.
It's the history of the people of the world.
Yeah, it's scary.
How?
I don't know. I don't know why that freaks me out. Is there some type of phobia? Is
You
there
just
some
hate
name of a phobia of like being scared of when you weren't alive?
You just hate the end when you're going backwards and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I don't like any of it. I genuinely don't like any of it.
I think it's fantastic.
I don't.
I like history and like.
I'll do it once a trip and that's it.
I like history and like, like facts and like,
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
Aren't they updating it though, or did they already? They said they did or something. I can't remember. It's a very cool, like the physics of it, like the make of it. It's cool how it's like think of how big that ride feels, how long it feels. That's all in the ball. Like it doesn't. There's not like an extra showroom that's there. It's like it's all up in there.
All up in there.
Tiana's is way better than Splash. Can't comment on that.
Can't comment.
That's
that's
a hot take.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
But I also wouldn't be surprised the other way.
Yep.
I think it has the potential to be better, potential to be the same, or potential to feel kind of out of place.
Yeah.
I don't really think it's going to feel out of place, but.
Oh, I don't think it'll feel out of place at all. Yeah. People are way over hating on the recent MCU. What is recent of MCU?
People are way over hating on recent everything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
it's true. The biggest Disney
Star Wars, Marvel, Disney.
What's the saying? The biggest Disney haters are Disney fans.
Yeah.
Like same with Star Wars, same with Marvel.
And it happened, but it's always been this way, right?
Yeah. No, that's what I mean.
Like you look at the prequel Star Wars movies when they came out, everyone hated Hayden Christensen.
And now they love him.
And now everyone loves him.
Yeah. So it's going to happen the same
sequels, with Daisy Ridley. People hated her when they first came out.
I love her though.
In 10 years, 15 years, when they do some callback show and she comes out, everyone's going to go crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
Like I'm not saying that the sequels are the best of the Star Wars movies because they're definitely not. But
what is the recent MCU though? Like going back to this, like what is considered in the recent MCU? Is that like Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah.
And on? Like was that the first one?
Yeah, like all the last like one like phase 4, like everything after.
Yeah, but I don't know what movies are in that.
Well, there's the Doctor Strange movie, there's Spider-Man, all the shows.
I mean, man, if I can't think of it, obviously it's not very good.
Yeah, like the
original MCU is really good, obviously, but like I don't hate, like obviously I really liked Multiverse of Madness, but I feel like it's hard to redo what they did in the past. So I feel like that's probably why people hate on it. But I would probably agree that people are over hating, maybe.
Well, and I do also think like in saying that everyone hates everything, like I just said, people hate everything just because they like to hate it.
Yeah.
Even if it's still fine. Like there is also a point where like you just need to start fresh.
Yeah.
Like Marvel has what, like 25 movies? Something like that. 30 movies now.
Mm-hmm.
Plus shows, like same characters. Which to be fair, at the end of Endgame and then moving on, like obviously there are a lot of old characters that aren't involved anymore, and we are getting into these new characters. So, but then it's just that transition phase, right, where people are like, "Oh, we don't like this because it's not the old MCU." Yeah, well, it's not the old MCU.
Yeah.
Like it's
new. That's the point. That's why they had Endgame.
Like we have new characters, we have new storylines, we have new that like everything's different now.
Yeah.
But that's how it's supposed to be. But then people want to hold on to.
Well, it's funny that kind of leads into this next one. Disney Parks fans, but I feel like you could extend this to any type of Disney fan. Disney Parks fans are way too nostalgic for old things and don't embrace change.
10 out of 10.
I feel like that you just hit the nail on the head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to call you out, but look who that was.
Yep.
I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. I think that people are so grouchy whenever they say we're gonna redo this ride, we're gonna do this, whatever. Just like Disney's doing it for a reason. So just take it as it is. You know, be happy you got to experience, like if it's an old ride, if it's a like restaurant, whatever.
Well, and be sad that it's leaving. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, I was very open about that. I was sad that I was going to not get to ride Splash Mountain anymore. However, I kept saying, but I am so excited for Tiana's.
Yeah.
Like, just be open to it. Be open to change. And it's okay. Hey, you know, if your favorite thing changes and you don't like the new thing, that's also okay. It's okay to feel that way. But, like, people get so, like, I'm not even going to support this new thing. Me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like you said, people just love to hate.
Yep. People love to hate. Love to hate, baby. This world has too much hate in it. Just spread love. Don't spread hate. Brother. All right now.
All right now.
Okay. Okay, this is the last hot take I have. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is not worth the wait. Sorry, I should have. Aw, dang. I really should have.
What a way to finish it off.
I didn't read that well. I really should have ended with the last one. So sorry. But yeah, agreed.
Agreed.
Dang, I didn't screen that well enough.
You got any other ones on there hiding away?
No, I'm trying to load. I'm trying to see. Let me see. Let's see.
But no, that was good. We got like a good variety and kind of covered a whole lot of different topics.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It was good. Thank you guys so much for submitting your hot takes. I know you are all being vulnerable and sending them in, so we appreciate it. We feel no differently towards you if you have a hot take. Oh, did you want to say what the most hot takes were? Oh,
it was definitely the rope drop one. Holy. Hey, think what you want to think, but sheesh.
What was the other one that I said that could be one of the most hot takes?
Haunted Mansion being overrated?
Yeah, but in comparison to the rope drop one, it's not close.
Geez, that's a good one.
And if like the majority of people are like, nah, like I agree, it's not worth it.
I believe
I genuinely think that you're not doing it right.
You haven't done it properly. Like this is the thing. I think that take is just wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong. Just do it right.
Sorry, guys. We still love ya.
Oh yeah. I told you there was a potential for me to be very direct with my responses to that, and that one puts me over the edge.
There you go. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening or watching if you're watching this on YouTube. We hope you enjoyed. Again, thank you so much for sending in your submissions.
Yep.
Be sure, again, I'm going to say it again, if you want to be included in the next one, make sure that you are following us on Instagram, because that is where all of the interactiveness will be, but it is at Mic'd Up Magic Podcast. I will admit, I don't post a lot on there. I try my best, but I don't. But I'm going to get better. But that is where the interactive content will be. You can also follow us individually on Instagram at Magically Katelyn and at Magically Aussie. And you can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcast, or you can watch the video version on YouTube, which is at Magically Katelyn.
Yep.
And I think that's everything. I got it all. I did the spiel. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you and talk to you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Love ya. Bye.